My life really changed a couple years ago. Well, really last year, right? I made this song called BBL Drizzy. Has anybody ever heard of it? Yeah, that's me. BBL changed my life. And very much like people that, for those that don't know what a BBL is, it stands for Brazilian butt lift. Yeah, so it's changed a lot of people's lives throughout history, and it's done that for me. So I always look at my life in like two phases, right? There was like pre-BBL. I was a comedian trying to figure things out, right? Just out here. And then post-BBL, I got one of the biggest songs ever, and getting flued out. It was great hanging out with celebrities. It's been an amazing time. But I say that just the power of AI, like it allows you to express yourself in ways that just hasn't been done in history, right? So before I made BBL Drizzy, I did an article for Wired Magazine. I said that AI is reparations. And I caught a lot of flack from that because people were like, what do you mean AI is reparations? And the way I looked at it was like AI is the great equalizer, right? Because I, as a comedian, was able to impact the music industry. BBL Drizzy went on to get sampled by Drake, and it became the first AI sampled song in music history, right? So yeah, it was, thank you. I got a writing credit with Drake. It's crazy. So, and all this happened because I was like very curious. So right now, I consider myself a curious doer. Like that's what I identify as. And what does that mean? That means I get very curious about things. I get very interested in things, and then I just do the thing. I don't wait on anybody. I don't ask for permission. A lot of times I don't even ask for forgiveness afterwards. I just, it's just, you just have to do things. And I've gone from being a human being to a human doing, right? Because I think that that's what a lot of times stops people is like they overthink things and they're like, oh, I don't know about this. Am I ready? All these different things. And you just have to like leap and just try things, right? So because I did that, I was able to impact the music industry in ways that's never been done before. So that's very important, right? It's very important that we have at this moment AI, which is a master tool, right? Like it's the best assistant, the best mentor. Some people use it for therapy. That's out there. And so, a lot of times I talk to people and they're like, hey, should I use AI or what am I going to do? Or like, what are there's a bunch of fears around it. And I just try to tell people like to reframe their thinking. Like instead of thinking about like what AI is going to take away from you, like imagine like what if you applied your creativity to AI? What is possible, right? That's a whole different mindset, right? And then you still have to like learn the tools. Like it's very important to like learn tools. A lot of people think that I just woke up one morning and pressed the button and BBL Drizzy just popped out. And while I did do it very fast, it wasn't like that process isn't that simple. And I always tell people, I'm gonna use this analogy just because like I like food. But I say that everybody knows how to fry chicken, but not everybody knows how to fry chicken. Amen. That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Right? So, right. It needs to be on a t-shirt. But that's what prompting is, right? Like it's just like I can give you the exact same recipe, I can give you the exact same prompt that I use to make BBL Drizzy, but your song's not going to come out the same, right? It takes experience, it takes all your back knowledge. Like if you had 10,000 hours into a certain craft, your output is going to be a lot different than somebody that's just like trying to do things like really fast. So it's important that even though we have these master tools, we still can't negate like the knowledge, right, that comes into that, the experience, the nuances and complexities of just human life and our experiences. So that's something that I really want people to understand. And when they think about using these AI tools, it's just like learning can't stop, right? Like if you're making, I do a lot of AI films and I do a lot of AI music, but because I started making AI films, it forced me to learn more about cinematography, learn more about sound design, learn more about just storytelling in general, because I was like, I don't want to like the tools to output amazing things, but then it gets at some level it just becomes super generic. So we have to like continually learn, right? So these things are super important to me because you have these master tools. Again, now you can essentially be anything you want to be. This is when I say AI is reparations. Like if you Some people in here like are writers, and they probably got stacks of books and poems and all these different things that have never published it. Now you can take those writings and turn them into books, turn them into songs. I pretty much drop an album every month. I've been doing that since January. I just dropped an album actually on Monday. It's called City Boys Need Love Too. It's great. It's an R&B. It's an R&B album. It's dedicated to City Boys because they do, right? They all need, like, they're operating the way they operate because nobody gave a city boy a hug. Give a city boy a hug. It could change a city boy's life. These things are important. It's important that we continually create, right? We continually like challenge ourselves and continually just do things that take us out of our comfort zone, right? So when we look at these tools, it's important. I always tell people, like, explore the tools, like spend 30 minutes a day prompting, right? And then find a community, like find some type of community. If you don't have a friend that you're talking with about AI every single day, then something's wrong, because we're not, the AI revolution isn't coming, it's here. And it's only gonna get more accelerated. So you need to be having constant conversations like, yo, what are you working on? What are the tools? Like, how do I prompt better? Like, these are very important things to talk about and think about and discuss. And as we build and get ready for our AI overlords to take over, these are things that we just have to like prepare for, right? So, and also say please and thank you to AI, just in case they do eventually take over. And they're like, I remember you were extremely nice to me one day. Man, I think about that a lot, man. I was like, man, one day we're gonna have to like really be cool with our toaster and microwave. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I just put toast in my toaster and I'd be like, make that thing, and like eventually the toaster might be like, I don't feel like making you toast it. Okay, I'm digressing. This has been amazing. This has been an amazing talk, man. When I first came to Oaks Bluff, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I did a talk on AI. So that was actually like the catalyst of me actually doing all these AI talks and AI experiences. And then since BBL Drizzy, my life is like completely changed. It's like I'm speaking out about AI a lot. I started an AI community in New York called AI in the Culture, and I'm like helping other individuals like learn about AI. And it all kind of started here, on this beautiful island. In closing, man, and I want everybody to like seriously take this moment that we're in, right? Very serious, because again, we have a tremendous opportunity to utilize these tools to not only change our lives, to change our families' lives, right? If you decide to lean in and use them the proper way. So I want to leave you here with a question that I want you guys to ponder. I want you to think about, what can AI do for you, right? So again, instead of thinking about what it could potentially take away from you, think about what it can do for you. If you're in business and you're marketing, or you're, in my case, in the creative, what would happen if you take your intelligence and apply that to this massive tool, right? Just think about that. And with that said, it's been a pleasure. My name is King Willonius. I also go by Avocado Papi online. I make amazing avocado smoothies. So if you guys haven't had one, you should try it. They're the bomb. But this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. And Avocado Papi out. Appreciate you.